penny and Ephraim tosses 2 pennies, the probability that Ephraim gets the same number of heads that Keiko gets is. And first we have a table here, and then the first column is going to be Keiko. And then the second column is going to be Ephraim. And then Keiko has only 1 coin, so this is coin number 1. And then Ephraim has 2 coins. And then it asks for the probability that Ephraim gets the same number of heads as Keiko. So if Keiko has only 1 coin, there's 2 possibilities, which is heads and tails. And then for Ephraim, coin number 2 and coin number 3, we have heads, heads, and then heads and tails. And then we reverse the order, so it's tails and heads, and then tails and tails. And then for Keiko's first coin, the H represents only 1 head, since there's only 1 coin. So H equals 1 for 1 head. And then we're adding up the number of heads in the first row right here. So there's 2 heads, so H equals 2. There's 2 heads. And then for the second row, we have 1 head and 1 tail, so H equals 1 for 1 head. Third column, there's 1 H. And then for the last column, there are no heads, there's only tails, so H equals 0. And then for here, since the coin number 1 has either a head or a tail, for the tail, there's no heads, since we have a tail, so H equals 0. And then we're finding where H equals 1, which of these combinations have the same H equals 1. And this one has the same H equals 1. So they have the same number of coins as Keiko and Ephraim. So these work. And 2 doesn't work since there's 2 heads and only 1. So they're not equal. And then for here, we have a tail, so H equals 0, so there's no heads. And then H equals 0 since there's no heads here. And since 0 and 0 are the same numbers, this also works. So we have 3 possible combinations. And then for the total number of combinations, it's 2 from the 2 outcomes of Keiko times the 4 possible outcomes of Ephraim. So we have a total of 8 possible combinations, and only 3 are successful. So it's 3/8, and that's B.